This is the last couple questions of 6.4. Here we're going to have a triangular prism. We need to find the volume. If I had a rectangular prism, the area of that is length times width times height. Or another way to think of it is, if we find the area of the base, then the volume, oh sorry, I meant volume. Volume is length times width times height. Then take the area of the base and times it by the height, and that will give me the volume of the entire figure. And that's actually true of any three-dimensional shapes as long as the sides are straight. So if you can find the area of the base and then times it by the height, you'll get the area of the entire figure. Sorry, the volume of the entire figure. Okay. Well, if we look at this, here is the base, and if I times it by the height, I'm going to have to do some tricky things. So whenever you have a triangular prism, in my opinion, it's best to find the area of the triangle and then multiply it by this distance. You see how I can take this triangle, and as I move it this way, I will fill the volume of the entire figure. So that's called the lateral surface area, or sorry, the lateral surface area. So this triangle here, if I were to draw it, has a base of 24 and a height of 18. So the area of this triangle is 1/2 times 24 times 18. So 1/2 times 24 times 18 is 216 square yards. Okay, and then I just multiply it by the third dimension, times that by 20, and we get 4,320 square yards. Okay. Now the other way you could find this is we could pretend that it's a rectangular prism, and we could do 20 times 24 times 18, and then what? Divide that by 2. So both methods will work. All right. If I find this area, that's 1/2 times 12 times 9. So that's 6 times 9 is 54 centimeters squared. And then I move it through that direction, times it by 10, and I get 540 cubic centimeters. The other way to do this would be to treat it like a rectangular prism. So that would be 12 times 9 times 10. That's an x times 10. Are we about ready for a break? I can't seem to use my words correctly. So I multiply all three of those together, and then that is the volume of the rectangular prism, and then we just times it by 1/2, and that will give me 540. All right. How do we find the volume of a cylinder? Well, all I need to do is find the area of the base and times it by the height. So in this case, the radius is going to be 1/2 of 6, so 3. The area of the base is pi times 3 squared. Okay, and then the height of that is 5, so 3.14 times 3 squared times 5. That's going to be the volume of that cylinder. So you just find the area of the base and then multiply it by its height. Let's do one more. So the area of the base is pi times 7 squared, and then we just times that by 2, and that's going to come out in units cubed because it's a volume. All right, that's it. Today's a good day to get caught up if you're behind. Get to work.